So a little pre-conversation, right?
Yes, sir.
A little pre-conversation. So had a conversation with Stogie. You know, he's always dropping some gems. You know, and he had said something to the effect, right? I'm gonna probably butcher this and mess this up, but if you're co-parenting, if you guys are familiar with co-parenting, he's saying, I'll probably mess this up, but we just gonna go from here. do you remember the question? Go ahead.
Yeah, he was saying if you co-parenting with someone, as a dad, would you have an extra room
for the child
for your child or not?
Yeah. If if you can afford it.
No, that's what I said. That was my answer.
If you're okay.
What's going on, JJ? How you doing? It's been a minute.
JJ, what's going on? How you doing?
What's up, Jolanda? How you doing?
Jolanda, how you doing?
What's up, JJ?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying if I was co-parenting with the mother of my child, if I got the funds like that, me, of course, just me, I will have. What's going on, Auntie? That's my Auntie right there.
What's up, Auntie?
Hey, what's going on, Auntie Maul?
Auntie Maul. If I was co-parenting and if I had the bread, like you making the bread that you're making, I'll have me a couple rooms for my kids or whatever like that.
Tell you what, but is it necessary? Is it a necessity?
I don't think it also depends on how old your kids is. But no, I don't.
Because the deal is like a lot of times they're still like a primary parent. And
good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sis. That's my sister.
Oh, sis J every day.
But
sister every day.
Sister every day. Sister every day.
But
that's her name. You got a nickname, sis. Sister every day. That's your nickname.
Is there a necessity to have a room for that child in order for you to see your child?
No, I don't think so. I think long as they in a loving, well-kept home, it's not dirty, it's not rat infested and all that stuff. No, I don't think it's like necessity.
Rat infested?
No, that's what I'm saying. Cause like,
what niggas live there? You probably shouldn't have had no kids.
I understand that, but I'm saying though.
I understand what you said.
if you got a decent home, nice.
You might be able to afford a 2-bedroom if shit rat infested.
I don't know what to say there, JJ.
But no, I think
that's my bad, JJ, JoJo.
But no, I don't think it's a necessity.
Yes.
Long as your kids is in there sleeping comfortable and everything, they with dad for a couple of days or whatever. Mm-hmm. Now, if dad had split custody and they with him almost instead of just a weekend.
DHPX. No. What up, bro?
What's up, man?
What's going on, DX? If he had the kids split with custody and he had his kids more than just a weekend, I would think he need to get a bigger crib. But if it's just weekend where y'all chilling, y'all having fun, he off, I don't really think that. Because 9 times out of 10, y'all ain't gonna be there anyway. Y'all gonna be out doing activities.
Let's add some caveats to it though. Okay, now you're paying child support.
So what that mean?
I mean, do you get your 2-bedroom? You paying child support.
You probably can't afford. That's why I went solely based on me. Mm-hmm. And I think the question is if you can afford it.
Yeah.
Everybody out here not getting it like that. I think social media messed it up where they think everybody got money like that.
What do you got to say? What do you got to say? Space.
I just went through what he just said. Just
like it really do. Social media really got motherfuckers up here fucked up. Like they really got it like that.
I think you right.
so in my thing, and I think the correct answer is to me is if the dude is on top of his shit like he should be and he's getting the bread, he's gonna have enough room for his kids. Now, if he don't have the bread like that, he's paying child support, he only got a 1-bedroom, I don't think that's a net on him not to be seeing his kids and not to have his kids over.
My thing is, like, when that is an issue, whoever that's an issue for, like, where was that a prerequisite before you laid up and had a baby with the dude? Like, you got to make sure you have a 2-bedroom before, you know what I'm saying? How is that a prerequisite? Like,
that's true.
You know, like, all of a sudden now I got to have a baby, you know what I'm saying? Or, like, a lot of times, and let's be honest, a lot of women, you know, you may know, they stay with a parent, they have a room. Where's the baby's room? Since that's an issue. Where's the baby's room at? Right? They all shacked up in the room. You know what I'm saying? But I had asked my mother this question. She's older. And she said like it shouldn't even matter if he has, you know what I'm saying, a 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom. Back in the day, everybody stayed in the crib together. There's 15 motherfuckers in the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now all of a sudden, she said what it is that's another way for. What she specifically said, because we talking about black people, right?
Yeah.
So she specifically said that's another way for black women to keep their children,
their
kids, away from their parent or their father, rather. You know, like you making up shit. Like okay, like
so they use it as like in court to gain custody.
Yeah, like he got a 1 bedroom. Where he gonna spend the night at? Where they gonna spend the night at?
Shit, just stay with your mama.
Hey, that's my
And
point.
you want food stamps.
See, you throwing extra caveats out there. I ain't even. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going that far. I'm just saying.
But that is the case. If like, I don't think that's a requirement. Like I said, I don't think that's a requirement. Now, if you got the bread to do that, and you getting the money like you like
Why
you
wouldn't
really
you?
is getting money,
Why
wouldn't you have an apartment? But if you're not, I don't think it's a not for you not to see your kids. Oh, I'm gonna hold your kids. You only come over my house to see them. No, we got a roof over their head. They got heat in there. They got food. All that stuff is nice, warm place for the kids to lay. Even if they're making pallets, it's still cool. It's still decent.
Yolanda said, if you can't afford to be comfortable, you shouldn't be having no damn kids.
That's true statement, but everybody's not like that.
Ain't nobody thinking about that, boy. Ain't nobody thinking about that. They trying to get that. I done seen some of these baby daddies. Them Air Force Ones, they sitting up like that. Them white Air Force Ones, they now brown. And they don't even come out in that color. You know, I done seen them.
That's why I be telling you, social media got everybody out here like they really getting money, and they not. They got them out here renting cars. You out here playing 3 months of car notes to rent a car that act like you got money. You go out here and get one of the most expensive cars you can just to sit in front of it and take pictures, and you renting that shit for like $1,000 a week. Mm-hmm. That's 3 car notes. If you got decent credit, that's 3-4 car notes. That you could have just bought you a car. You could have went and got you a motherfucking Chevy Impala, 2018 for like $15. But you gonna go get a motherfucking BMW 740 with 240,000 miles on that motherfucker for 20 grand.
740. Oh my God.
You feel me?
I mean, but what is a baseline consensus on what comfortable is, right? Because Jolanda said if you can't afford to be comfortable, you shouldn't be having kids, right? So what is comfortable? Because we used the example before, I forget which one of y'all said it, that people used to be, you said it, be 15 people in the house at once, right? So if a man has a 1-bedroom apartment and he has a child, what is a baseline definition of what comfortability is?
I think, all right, so if I were to use me, right, like just saying if I only had one child. If I only had one child and the child is with its mother 5 to 6, you know what I'm saying?
75% of the time.
Even 80, 6 out of 7 days of the week, right? Or 5 out of 7 days of the week. Unless, like you said, it does depend on the age, right?
Yeah.
But if that child is not with me, and like Stogie said, that's grabbing another bedroom is an additional about $5,000 to your rent, you know what I'm saying, a year.
Yeah.
So to me, that doesn't even make economical sense to do that. Just to have a spare room where you can either take my room when you get here, right? You can take my room, right? Because I think a lot of women, their mindset is, and this was the mindset of my wife at first. She said like, well, what you gonna do when your little side joint, not side joint, your little joint come through, you know what I'm saying? A little female come through, right?
She wouldn't be coming through here.
She wouldn't be coming through when I hear my child, right?
Because unless we're really serious. Now, if we're really serious, then that means I need to upgrade anyway. I need to get a bigger place. So now, therefore, I would have another bedroom. Because now my daughter or my son is not going to see me interacting with this woman like this and doing all this stuff anyway.
She wouldn't meet them.
That's why I say unless it's serious. Like, it's
super serious. Like,
what I'm
3-4 years in the game.
And that means y'all probably finna move in with each other. So that therefore, we got to upgrade this apartment. You getting rid of yours, I'm getting rid of mine. We want to get something new, fresh, together, bigger.
What JJ say?
JJ said that's why you got to know who you're laying down with, but that's too much like right.
That's true.
It's true.
Speaking
Shrug emoji, shaking my head emoji. I think the baseline, the ultimate, the real thought process behind this whole thing is trying to put standards on men that, women in particular don't have on themselves, right?
It's a fact.
So, like, one of the things that men get clowned about is living with their parents past a certain age. Well, the truth is, women live with their parents at later ages in life a lot of the times. Unless they move out with the boyfriend or something like that, move out with their husband, they're in the house with their parents into their 30s as well, just like men.
I personally don't see no problem.
I got a piggyback question off that. What age should you move out of your mom's or your parents' house?
When you can afford it.
Because I just want to piggyback off what you said. What you think? You said when you can afford it. What about you?
I agree.
Say all that little bread up from the time, as soon as you become 21 or whatever it is, 18, and you think you want to start moving out. Save all that bread up until your parents force you out. Like, all right, nigga, you 35. Go ahead and get up. Well, I do believe before you 35. I'm just saying you need to have enough money where shit. In actuality, that you can have a good down payment just to put in on a condo or a house.
You took the answers right out of my goddamn, because we was talking about me and another one of the OGs was talking about this while we was at work yesterday. I think it should be when I've taught you enough, and now that you, like you say, if you're moving out of my house, not that you going into an apartment. We buying you a condo or we buying you a house. You not moving into another apartment, because if you move into another apartment, you can stay here and keep saving that money until you absolutely right. So when you go out, you're not coming back. You got all the tools you need. If anything go wrong, you got the money saved up. You got everything going. I done taught you all that I can teach you. Now it's time for you to apply them real life scenarios and do everything you need to do. But I do think that is the case where a lot of black people try to force, when you 18, you get out of my house. It should not never be like that.
Or charging. They start charging the kids.
No.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, to me, if you want to charge your child, what you do is you charge them, but you sit that money aside.
That's account for
just do it anyway. Just sit it to the side. They ain't got to know nothing about it. You see what I'm saying? You charge them, all right, man, you're such and such years old. I'm going to put this little $300. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to charge you $300 a month. You can stay here $300 a month, whatever. Then it gets to a certain point. You go up on the rent on there, just like real life situation. All right, I'm gonna go 400, right?
Interest going up,
right? Every year, this, you know what I'm saying? Every year we all pay rent. This shit go up every year, right? After I'm gonna go up 400. I'm gonna go up 500. I ain't paying. Damn, all right. They start talking crazy. Okay, look, I done saved all this money for you to go ahead and you go ahead and you down. You know what I'm saying? Go get
you don't
something.
even do it like that though. You say, okay, now it's time for you to leave the nest. When they leave the nest, this is your going away gift. This is all your money that you had.
Same thing.
This is a going away gift for you. Yeah. So now you transfer and send all that money to them.
That's your money.
Look how much money you done saved up by staying up with me. And you ain't spent a dime of it. This your going away gift.
Because as a parent, I mean, outside of maybe little ticky-tack things, you know what I'm saying? You want them to see how to help pay light bills or something like that.
Eating this shit, you need to be paying something. I ain't gonna lie about that.
But in general, like, as a parent, you need to be able to pay for your own
you and your wife should be still cool.
In general. So you shouldn't have to really be laying and relying on your kids. But I think it is important that those parents, I mean, if you have the means to just go ahead and stack that bread up for your kids and just help them along the way.
But now, that's only if we saying if the parents got it and the parents been doing what they supposed to do. So now a lot of times the parents don't be doing what they supposed to do and they need the kid help. And the kid money be helping them, pay for the house and pay for the mortgage and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that's wrong either way neither. But your scenario is in a world like you've been working so long, 20, 30 years on a job, you getting guap, you don't need your kids' money, you cool.
Well, let's keep it a thing. It is wrong.
Yeah.
It is wrong for the parents to need, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. It's wrong. It's wrong.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's real life. It's real life, though. It happens.
It's real life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But just to be leaning on the kids is like, okay, maybe you need to find something else to do. Another place to stay. You got to lean on the kids.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because you don't want your kid, ultimately, you don't want them to be 40 years old still there. Right? So, and Jelana said, agreed, when you can afford it. And we're not talking about acting like you can. So yeah. Like when you can't afford it, I agree. Like that was one thing. Like I've had my own apartment and I've had it, you know what I'm saying, when my mother allowed me to come back and stack some money up and whatever. But and I stacked whatever bread I could so I can move out to another apartment. But
I do think that should be the new norm for black people.
Yeah.
When your kids are staying with you, you need to be teaching them. So when they do go out in this world, because that's what all white people do, you be seeing them 28, 29 still staying with their parents. Right. And when they move out at 28, 29, they're moving into a house. They do not move into Apartments. If they move into an apartment, it's a condo downtown or in some average part of lavish part of the city or something like that because they like the view or something like that. That's how they can afford that because they've been saving all this time.
A lot of them, when they move downtown, a lot of them have roommates or a lot of them don't have cars. You know, you
They on the bus.
They're on the bus. You know what I'm saying? They will take that public transportation where you basically saving $500-$600 a month between gas, insurance, and car note.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's a lot when you can put actually all that towards because you stay in, let's say you stay in a decent neighborhood. So you stay in a Wrigleyville, you stay in a Streeterville, you stay up north in Edgewater or something. And you can put all that towards whatever little rent that you know what I'm saying versus having a car and insurance and all those things. So that's something that we really don't think about. You know, having cars do kind of set you back a little bit because you know we gotta actually travel to get to work. You know.
So I want to go back real quick because I have two thoughts on what y'all talking about right now.
Okay, go ahead.
But I want to go back to what we were talking about before with, you know, the co-parenting type of thing, right?
Okay, yeah.
So if it just gets to the point where, heavens forbid I ever get into that situation, but and it comes to a point of custody and I'm in a 1-bedroom, let's just say apartment, and the question comes to pass when, where's my child going to sleep? What's the name of that episode we just recorded?
Oh, Amex.
Just saying, because I don't. Is it possible? Does it work? Yes. Just because you have a 1-bedroom apartment, there's still options to figure out sleeping for a child, especially if it's something for on the weekends or like to your example, 6 days out of the week. So only on Sunday are you going to be here? Do I really? Are you going am I taking you to school in the morning? Do you even need a bed if you only? You know what I'm saying?
It becomes and I agree with you. I mean. Look, at the worst come to worst, my children, they can have my bed. I sleep on the couch.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because you know I'm gonna have a king size bed regardless, right? So
single or not single,
right? Single or not single, I'm gonna have a king size bed.
Hey,
so
I can't go backwards. I'm telling you right now, I'm never going back.
So it's not where my kids gonna sleep at. Like if they gonna have a bed or not, they're not gonna be on the floor. They're not gonna be in the bathroom tub. Right. You see what I'm saying? It's not that. They're not going to be sleeping out on the porch. I mean, that's...
But it's the thing of it is, if a woman have to ask that, we need to look at you. Because if you don't have sense enough to know that the dude that you slept with will not have your kids out here living bogus or anything like that when they with you, that say more about you than that dude say with him. Because why did you give him the vagina? That's why I ask women all the time. You sit up here and complain about the men that you had sex with and you give fellatio to.
That's so basically DHBX's point. He said we must be talking about people who are responsible. Most of these problems occurs with irresponsible individuals who have children.
Yeah, and that's a true statement though. Women complain about dudes all the time, but you're giving them sex. Mm-hmm. Why would you give a man sex or anything like that? What you talking about? Why would you give a bomb some sex? Why would you give a bomb some fellatio? It's not for people who bombs. They need to get their ass to work. Shouldn't be talking about fucking.
I think even at the end of the day, even if you have
no, because the women always complain about that, but there's the same dudes that y'all have sex with all the time. So who fault is that?
I think even if at the end of the day, though, you have to allow, if you have a father, maybe this dude is homeless, he is a bum. You decide to lay with him. But he's
homosexuals, huh?
Homosexual. You decided to lay up and have a child with him, but he's still attempting to go see his children. Yeah. You know, his child or whatever it is. Hopefully you didn't decide to run it back and have children with him. No, I mean, half these people is bums. I don't know. I mean, I'm just being honest. You know, look. But if you have a father that's out there that's really still trying to attempt to be a father, you know what I mean? Maybe that's his motivation to get him a crib. Maybe that's a motivation to get him a 1-bed studio, 1-bedroom up to a 2-bedroom. So you get, a lot of times children are a motivation. I know two of my children, you know what I'm saying? Or when I had my oldest daughter, that was a motivation for me to, you know what I'm saying? Just chill out.
Tighten up. You gotta tighten up.
So a lot of those things are motivation. And, it is what it is.
Cool. So the second thing that I wanted to fast forward back to was the whole living situation, right? We were talking about how like what age? Maul asked, what age should the kids move out? So I have two thoughts on that. It's either one, when you behave in a way that isn't conducive with what I allow in my house.
It's a fact. You gotta obey these rules. That's true. You're right on that one.
Or it just gets to a point where it's time. It's time, right? And I approach that from a different angles when it comes to if I have a son or a daughter, right? Mm-hmm. Because my son, from the age when he gets out of college, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be gearing him to be able to move out and live on his own.
Okay.
So it can be, let's say the typical graduating out of college age is 22. Okay. Right? So from 22, we're going to be working. We're going to be figuring out what the living situation is going to be. Is it a condo? What kind of money are we looking at? What areas are we looking at? We're going to be working towards you getting to that goal.
What about the daughter, though?
The daughter can stay as long until she get married.
Hold on. That's the key part, though. We're sitting up here doing this to our men, but we're not doing the same thing to our women.
Double standards exist.
I understand that, but still, you're teaching your daughter it's okay to just be living and shacking and not giving her the same responsibility as you're giving your guy, your boy.
What's shacking?
No, I'm probably using
wouldn't you like to put your son in the best financial position as possible? If say 22 years old, you know what I mean, and we're as soon as we get out of college, now all of a sudden we're like, hey, well, what condo you gonna stay? He hasn't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so how long? Because that's going to be a period of time. Right. Can't be within a year.
No. Well, the number that came to my head was 27.
27. But I feel like that's fair. You know what I'm saying?
Because you really started fat. You started calming down.
I mean, I got married when I was 27. I feel
like as long as he can stay to longer than that, if he's actively, and that's actually the other stipulation, if he's actively making conscientious effort to be able to live on his own, right? So you can't be 27 in my house and still working at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Especially after
what part of McDonald's? Or if you work for the corporation, like
flipping burgers. How about that?
Flipping
burgers in the restaurant. You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying? Like you can't do that. But if you are 27 and you work at the McDonald's corporation and you're making money and I know that we are actively having conversations that are gearing you towards being able to live on your own. Okay, then 27 is a good age. 30 is a good age to me.
Yeah, I think between 27 and 30 for both parties.
Yeah,
for both parties, even girls too. Like you ain't going to be 35 in this motherfucker.
Because you gotta still tell your daughter what not to allow a man to do to her, but at the same time, it is like, okay, you giving her up to be a wife, but you still telling her, look, baby girl, when you by yourself, you have to do all these things, right? You have to go check out your own garbage. You got to pump your own gas. You got to do all these things. But if you got a man with you, and he's laying with you, and he's sleeping with you, you shouldn't be doing none of these things as well. You got to know how to step back, but you got to teach them both.
I see him.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, and she said, and Jelana said, and y'all wonder why females is irresponsible. You have to teach the girl the same way you teach your son. Both parties need to learn. So there's a difference in the dynamic right there.
What?
So when it comes to one of the reasons why one of the biggest issues is children being born out of wedlock, right? And one contribution to that is one contribution, by the way, I'm saying just one. Not saying that I'm not going to say this and it means that the opposite isn't true. Right, mm-hmm. So I'm just using this particular example because people like to polarize.
Okay.
Right, so I am. So what are the expectations of a man when it comes to household?
To protect and provide.
Okay, right, and to protect and provide.
No, okay, let me rephrase that because that's what everybody say. But y'all know my thing is mine is PPT. Protect, provide, and you got to be teaching. You should be teaching your woman. You should be teaching your kids. It should be leading by example. So I don't just go by the PP, protect, provide, provision, all that. No, you got to add that T in there. Because as a man, you should be teaching as well, brother.
You're right.
So I'm going to go with mine, PPT.
I don't have any disagreements with that.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, what is expected of a woman in the household?
Make sure the crib and stuff straight. Always have the loving care, not stressing somebody out. It's just a whole bunch of the non-tangible stuff that you really can't see. Like the love, the care, the mothering, the nurturing, all that stuff.
Okay. What do you think?
I agree with all of what he just said, and then with mothers also being a teacher. Like women, let's be honest, they are the first
I forgot
teachers.
about the teacher. Yeah, I forgot
You know
about
what
the
I
teacher.
mean? Like a lot of times when we off at work, like those children learn a lot from the women.
Yeah.
So they have to be teachers, and they're gonna have to be, just on top of their game. What you think as a husband, you know what I'm saying, that you like in a wife to be on top of their game with. Like, okay, like whatever I'm doing, rubbing off on her, she can pass that off to the kids when I'm not there.
Yep.
So JJ said, and y'all wonder why females is irresponsible. Well, a child is a reflection of their parents most frequently. Mm-hmm. So if she's irresponsible, then that means that I was irresponsible as the teacher, as a disciplinarian. So I say that to say, I think until a woman is married, she is under her father's covering. So she can be under my cover, because what a woman contributes to the household has nothing to do with anything outside of the household.
That's true.
But
she still have to prepare herself to live life. Because if you shelter her, like JJ said, you still have to teach her the things like, oh, you still do all these, like I said, you still do all these things. You do all the things for your car. You do the things you need for your house, even if it got in there. You do everything. But when you have a guy, you step back into your feminine role. But when you out here, you single and you moving single, you have to do all these things. That's why we got to teach our daughters both. That's why sometimes they got to be the strongest, especially if they have no guy like leading them or nothing like that. You have to teach them both.
Until she's married, who's the man in her life?
Her father. Okay. But what if you pass away? God forbid. What if you pass away? Now what?
Of course, that's going to happen at some point. But in the meantime, while she let's just say after college graduate age, I am teaching her the responsibilities.
Yeah. I'm
not saying she's going to go. I think, and this is why I say the opposite isn't true, because I'm not saying that she's just and I think this is where it translated to JJ. Uh-huh. I'm not saying she's just going to be sitting in the house eating popcorn.
Oh, okay. No, but I'm saying,
she gonna know how to do more than just make sandwiches. Like okay. she gonna know how to carry herself as a woman.
But that's true. But you gave specific instructions to the boy. You didn't give specific instructions to the girl.
You didn't give me a chance to.
No, you stop.
You interrupted me. Well,
you stop.
Bro. We gonna play this back.
Okay, we is gonna play it back.
Tell you what, we don't leave everything else to the, you know what I'm saying, to y'all out there in the clouds. We gonna run this intro. We 30 minutes in.
Yeah, and I was thinking that. Welcome to another episode of the KNoWKi podcast. It's your man Spaces.
Hey, this your boy Mom.
It's Jay every day.
Man, what's going on? How was y'all last week, man?
We got the podcast earlier.
We could have had a whole podcast on a great conversation.
I ain't never lied, bro.
How was y'all last week, man?
Oh, mine was cool, man. I'm good. Doing very great. I'm good.
It was great, man.
Nothing you want to talk about?
Nothing too much, man. I had yesterday off, and that's,
it's rare for you.
It's rare for me. I normally don't take Saturdays off, but I did have a Saturday off, and it was good. Went to New Style. For those if you know, you know. God damn it, you know what I'm saying? I got put on, so shout out to y'all out there if you know, and enjoy myself. So, just being off, just having some time to rest and recalibrate.
Not like every day, man. Brother, I ain't get to stay at home and just be at the crib. I was actually at work, man. Working. But my day was pretty cool, man. It was pretty good. Me and the OG went, did what I think, we came back or whatever. It was pretty nice day. I just thank God that we went safe travels there and back, and I got safe home, then I got safe here. Just thank God for all my safe travel all the time,
man. Thanks.
So, real quick, I wanted to ask you, how does are, in your opinion?
Keep it a bean. I've never been to Benihana.
Okay.
Yeah, so. You know what? I'm into steakhouses. That's just my shit. Like, that's my jam. Like, so going to, like, I've been to, what's the other Asian-inspired restaurant? In Lombard. Y'all know? Yeah. In Lombard, it's right there by I forget the name of the joint, man. But I've only been to like a couple sit down Asian inspired restaurants. But You know.
So I've never been a New Star. Is that it?
Yeah, it's some. Yeah.
Benihana, it's like a hibachi grill type of thing.
Yeah, I would say probably much friendlier though, right? You know, they don't seem. Not to say they don't seem, because I've been in Benihana. Yeah. I've never, sat down but I have been in Benihana. So.
AJ says, if you know, you know. It's okay to take a Saturday every now and again, and then.
But look, man, the amount of food that you get at New Star,
it's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah. And again, it's a good time. The drinks are great, right? And you get drinks and food to bring home, and they're real mannerable people. So I like a good ambiance.
Did they have? So I've been to Benihana, and I didn't think it was trash, but I thought it was all right.
They always say at Benihana's, they short you on a lot of the portions.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that a lot from people. I've never been either. Like Jerry Day said, I've been up in there because where I worked. I've been in there to grab some stuff and come right back out. Yeah. But I've never been in there to sit down and eat. But I want to go at least try it once, though. I can't say nothing trash about them try it, so I'm gonna go try it once.
PF Chang's, that's the place I've been. I've been a PF Chang's, yeah. Fogo de Chao, that's Brazilian.
Right, that's what I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it.
Yeah, PF Chang's. I've been to PF Chang's. That's what I was thinking.
How was that? Because I've seen it.
PF Chang's is good. They solid enough. But I think, again, New Star for the price. Yeah. And the food, the food is great. Yeah. I'm thinking anytime the kids or something want some food, some Chinese, let's hit them.
Yeah. Hey, but I'm not gonna lie. Jerry Day must have really enjoyed himself, because I think as soon as he ate the last bite, he came through text messages.
Yeah.
Boy, that boy say New Star. he must have really enjoyed himself, because he came through the text messages. All the New Star was it, bro.
That's my pops right there. Read that, because I can't read it, boy. Facts. Let's pop it every day.
Yeah, pop it every day, baby. Let's pop it every day right there.
Pop it every day. Shout out to you. Thank you.
And JJ said, don't waste your time. I'm telling you, it's horrible. Don't waste your time.
How was your week?
It was.
Yeah, man.
I was on vacation last week.
How was it, man? What you get done? What you do? You go anywhere?
I actually did a number of things.
Eventful.
Usually eventful vacation. So Wednesday I went to Mastro downtown.
Okay.
Maestro? Maestro? Okay.
There's no E, which is surprising to me. I thought it was Maestro's until I looked at the title. Like, what?
What you order?
I ordered it's white cheddar.
I gotta be white.
Because that's the color that they make it. Right. Why it can't be black? I don't think I eat black mac and cheese. Right.
I ain't eating no mac and cheese. That's sick. I'm good. I'm good.
Oh man, blackened mac and cheese.
And I ordered it was petite filet. Like I didn't know, but it's a little, not a full steak. It's a little kind of a big medallion,
like a filet mignon type. Okay, all right. But, you ain't like me, because I post this shit on IG. Like, boy, look at me. Boy, I'm eating good. Y'all eating McDonald's.
You flipping burgers.
Yeah, sir.
Brussels sprouts. You got some money, right? That's a money plate right there, B. Look like you got some cash, huh?
Did you eat on it already? That's how it came? It came like that for real?
No, that's how they put it on my plate.
Was they eating on it? No. Gee, you gotta post a picture of this. Come on, Joe. All right, you gonna make me not go to this motherfucker. I'm sorry.
This how I got scooped up. Well, this is how it was.
All right, okay. It comes like that. All right, okay. All right, okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's how I just scooped it on my plate.
Because it looked like, damn, it came out like that. Oh no. I want my money back, Joe. I was finna rate them, and I ain't went. I seen my man's plate. It was terrible.
Was it good? It was, and that's the thing. It was all right. Okay. It was all right. I was not impressed with the food. I don't know. Maybe it was just a bug,
but when I was there, I was not impressed. I ate it; it was okay, but I had some leftovers, and I ordered the leftovers, and the leftovers were really good.
They always are good a day later. Like it's
I don't
always.
know why, and that actually bothered me. And let me tell you what I was there.
Hold on, before you get into that, because we both went to same restaurants before. I haven't been to Maestro's or Maestro, whatever the fuck. But Smith and Walensky on the steak side or here. Okay, all right.
Oh, Smith and Walensky, bro. I love Smith and Walensky.
I don't know what I did after I went there. I went there after one of the biggest announcements of my life. I just forfeited half of my shit.
Hey.
Half of my shit.
Smith and Walensky for me though, but it's so many steakhouses like it ain't one. It ain't honestly one that I go back to again like that.
Devon Seafood and Steakhouse.
No, it's good, but I've had some shit better than Devon.
I'm saying Devon I go back to.
I mean, because it's a solid price point, but I'm just saying in general.
Food was good too. To me,
Man, it's good. It's good as far as the price point, the food or whatever. But it's not like I'm gonna go back. Like, no, I got other shit to go to. I gotta go to Maestro's, and eat it a day later, just to.
What about Steak 48? Y'all been to Steak 48?
I haven't been, but what turned me off about that is what
gratuity added in there?
yeah, was it the gratuity and the whole deposit type shit? Did you have to pay?
No deposit.
It was another one then, maybe RPM or something. Here, I don't know who would be fucking it up, but gratuity. So it's an added. What was it? 20% gratuity.
18.
Oh, it's mandatory?
Yeah.
I've had that before.
That's cool with groups, and I understand that. But if it's two of us, you finna add 20% on my shit.
To shorten your tip, because you know me. If you decent to me, I give you way more than some 20% sometimes. I go up to like almost 25, 30.
Ain't no short and tip. Your 20% is there. Matter of fact, like I said, I'm not going. Like that's just a turn off.
18 made me mad, so I'm like, okay, y'all got 18, because you saved me some bread, because the service was good, everything was good, the waiter was good and everything, and you know me, you've been out with me, I overtip. I'm gonna tip on top of the tip, like almost.
You look, I'm not coming, so you save me some bread. I mean,
they said, yeah, I'll pass. You wasn't sure? Okay, will you go back? Maybe sometime later. Maybe sometime later.
too many steakhouses, man.
You're right. There is a lot to try.
Still gotta hit Morton's.
We got that. We got that. The guys got that. We gonna have pictures and everything. That's for the guys.
Yeah, that's a fact, man.
Oh, so went there. What made me mad, right? So I ordered Brussels sprouts, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ordered Brussels sprouts?
Gave him broccoli.
Right? What'd you say?
Gave him broccoli.
I thought you said gay broccoli.
Oh no.
Oh my God, he trying to get us
No LGBT broccoli over there. Just gave him broccoli.
Oh Lord, Mason, you trying to get us canceled?
That's why I was confused. Like, what?
Broccoli is man. I guess a gay broccoli would be like a cauliflower. Go ahead.
That's the same side. But they asked, it's been a while since I had it. They asked, do you want to add bacon to it?
Okay.
So I'm like, I haven't eaten it. I don't eat it.
Added bacon, $7.
I'm just bullshitting with you, man. I'm just talking shit.
But bro, I looked at the tab, bro.
Yeah.
That extra 15.
You
No,
got me
Joe.
fucked up. You nailed my-
What kind of bacon is this?
Hell,
This pterodactyl bacon?
No, it's steak bacon. That gotta be steak bacon. Bro. You got me fucked
This
up.
dinosaur bacon? Like, come on, man.
You got me fucked up.
I was like,
No, I don't give a fuck about dude got it, but just fit.
tried to get me with that MKT though.
Yeah.
They didn't try to. It was on there.
Yeah.
You just talked about it.
But did your girl try to get you with the MKT is all that matter. Don't look at MKT.
Say, boy, I mean, Jeremy, they just told me no shit like this.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Do this had MKT.
Yeah, everybody got
It's
it.
right there.
That's a decent restaurant as far as the price if it got an MKT on it.
Yeah. It was,
You can't get an MKT at Popeyes North. Or,
Popeyes North. You know what I'm scared of Popeyes North now? Popeyes North.
I get that flew over my head. I was like, Popeye's north, like north of us, like.
that's what they used to call like Triton. They call that Proviso North.
Oh my God.
Thursday, Friday, I went to it's this thing called I don't know if you've seen like advertisements for it, but it's called Tonight's Conversation. And
Okay.
It's,
Wait. Is that what the people don't be on YouTube and stuff?
like which people on YouTube? It was us. It was us. But no, it's
I wasn't there.
They go on tour. They go on tour and they have conversations with a crowd. It's like 8 at the table.
Okay.
Did you name one of them that was on there?
Well, one of the guys, the host, his name was Ace Metaphor. He was a great host, actually. He was a great host.
'Cause I think I know what you're talking about. You said tonight conversation.
They have this dude that I see on the Lapeef Network. Like his name is Mr. Let Go.
Yeah.
He wasn't in this show, but he's been on previous.
Okay,
shows.
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Yeah, they have different people. They have reoccurring panelists, but overall, it was just a great. They had it in a hotel conference room, so it was a bunch of people there. The show was sold out and all that, and they had at the end of the show, they had people come up and ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
Different people asking different questions. I was the last person to go up there, right?
So you're gonna be on YouTube.
I don't think so because I've seen previous
It's on
shows.
YouTube now, man. It was just a joke, bro.
I thought you were on their YouTube.
You just told me about my dumbass question. Go ahead, man. Come on, I ain't gonna interrupt you no more.
But anyway, and my question was
Gotta hang there.
when. So let's just say a man and a woman first time, right? They met on one day. So they got by people that are mutual friends, whatever.
Dunkin' Donuts. Go ahead.
Donuts. So let's just say they meet at 6 p.m. If somebody comes to that woman at 6 p.m. and 1 second and start being violent with her, yelling at her, hitting her, or whatever the case, right? If that just so happens,
Shit.
if it just so happens, what does she expect that man to do?
So it would catch me off guard, and I'm not gonna say I allowed the dude to just whoop her ass, like cause she kind of, I mean, we're meeting at the, you know what I'm saying, the same time, and then all of a sudden I would just haul off and beat her ass. I'm like, oh, hey.
Say hey to her, and then somebody else slap the shit out of her.
What? Just hypothetically, right?
But I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying, hold on, like you know her? Yeah, that's my ex bitch. Wow. Oh, all right, boy, get to it. You know what I'm saying? Nice to meet you. You know, I'm not here to defend or none of that, because that's something different. Right. You didn't tell me that you still had an ongoing relationship or whatever he thought. Right. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, but if it's just, like, I would, and that's kind of hard, you know, but damn.
It's a tough one.
It's a tough one, you know. But I'm not just finna let you just start hauling off on the chick or whatever. Look, man, look. As long as she right here, you can wait outside the door. Yeah, we at the Dunkin' Donuts, like I said. Once she finish her coffee, and you know her, just, you know, wait outside the door, and then you can go back to work. You know, go back beating that ass or whatever you supposed to do. I'm gonna pay this little money. You know, I'm gonna leave first.
Because I don't want to see
$8. That's first of all, that's a little too high. You got a lodge. It's $3.50, $7. I'm gonna pay the $7 and we finish our coffee, have our conversation. So, hopefully she didn't call the police.
So if you go, like you meet her at 6:01, she getting her ass whipped.
No. What does the woman expect the man to do? Hypothetically, what would she expect you to do?
I don't think.
First time meeting. This your first time speaking. This your first time everything.
I don't think she would expect you to.
Because you don't know her.
Yeah, she kind of caught off guard herself.
Y'all sticking with that?
No, replay it. You ask the question again. You say you just met her at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
At 6:01, she's getting her ass beat by another dude. And
this is clearly a nigga she know. Like, nobody's just.
Let's say if it's a woman, whoever it is, what does she expect?
A woman start beating her ass? That's clearly a bitch she know. Like, this was a whole relationship that she didn't have with another bitch. All right, and you didn't let me know before you got into that you was, you know, playing for both sides.
No, but if you say, okay, you say you just met her, because you ain't putting all the stipulations out there. You didn't say, did y'all talk on the phone before this? Was y'all talking on the phone before this? All this stuff. This is our first time ever meeting.
This first time meeting each other in person.
So y'all didn't talk on the phone then?
Whatever the case.
No, just you met him in person. You probably talked in person. So you probably talked to her on the phone for months. This is the first time you met in person.
So if I talk to her on the phone for months, I wouldn't let that go down. I can't do that. That's me. We're not talking about and guys and whoever answer this question. There's no wrong answer to this question.
Oh,
To how you feel. There's no wrong answer to me.
Self-preservation, first law of nature.
I wouldn't let that. I couldn't let that ride.
Okay, we're back up.
We live, babe.
Oh, that messed me up. You doing a thriller?
Yeah. We went dead for a second.
Thursday. But so you were about to say the question is what does the woman expect the man to do?
Yeah, so that is the question. What does the woman expect? And you know what? It just depends on the woman at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, it really just depends on the woman. It's not much.
And like I said, it wouldn't be no wrong answer in any answer she says.
Mm-hmm.
In any answer she says?
She says, what? To me, any reaction that you do would not be a wrong reaction.
Oh, got you.
Whatever she say, whatever she think, but whatever you do is whatever you do, because that's not your woman. You're just the girl you've been talking to.
Right, and you talking from the standpoint of the man.
Yeah.
Got you.
She should know who like running up on it. Like, okay, this is the waiter that I pissed off. You know what I'm saying? Or this is my ex-boyfriend. This is my ex-boyfriend brother. You see what I'm saying? Like, you should already know. Like, nobody's really running up on you while you have another man present and just smacking the shit out you.
Because they don't know who they are.
Right. Nobody's doing. That could be her brother for all we know.
Yeah.
Shoot. I think.
What you think the answer? What did they say the answer was?
Nobody gave an answer.
The answer looked crazy, didn't it?
Nobody has it. No. So that wasn't the point I was trying to make. But I think the answer is she would expect the man to jump in and intervene for her, because women, things happen to women in particular, and this is just from perspective. Things happen to them in public all day, every day, right? Every single time they expect men in particular, but people to jump in and intervene and stop the situation from happening. Mm-hmm. And everybody around them while the situation is happening everybody's strangers, right? So like the social experiment I did before, I mentioned before, where a woman was being aggressive and yelling at a man, and everybody would look, but they would just walk past and not do anything. But when the man was being aggressive and yelling at the woman, people jumped in and started intervening.
Saying it's a woman and all that stuff. Facts. It's a fact.
So you said, and this is the point that I was trying to make, and this is my follow-up question. What a man brings to a woman is protection and provision. So in that situation, he would be protecting her, at least attempting to protect her. What can a man expect from a woman from day one? They meet at 6 o'clock, at 6:01. What can he expect from her that she has to, in her mind, that she has to do?
Look, you
Being feminine. Be feminine from the jump.
I mean, I'm not looking for the bitch like a nigga run up and hit me in the. I'm not expecting her to jump in, or if a chick come in and I'm not looking for her to do anything about it. Like,
I wouldn't either.
I'm a man, so I stand on my own too.
Yeah.
You know, if I get my ass beat the fuck up, then it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But normally I'm not gonna get beat the fuck up because we're at the Dunkin' Donuts and don't have to stand on the dough, so I might have to.
This is live.
Allegedly.
This is live.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy.
Allegedly.
Leave all that out, man. That's just for the live people. If you caught it, you caught it. You don't, you didn't.
Yeah.
You know?
But I was
hey, they're going to rewind this motherfucker in court, and then they're going to bleep all this shit that we just said. So I thought he bleeped that shit.
But what I would think of what a man wants from a woman from the minute he sees her and everything is just being feminine.
I agree. Like,
Just being feminine. Just being straight off the rip. Being feminine. That's all. Not out here calling me like, what's up, bro? You my nigga. No, we don't do that. No, we
I don't like none of that.
Nah, we not doing, because that'll get you X'd out immediately. Immediately. Like if you said that to me and the motherfucker came across here and hit you, I'm like, bro, you better handle that. What the fuck you talking about? I'm your bro, remember? Bro, you better handle that. So
But like, bro, she didn't put you in the friend zone already.
yeah, so that's what they are. That's what I would think.
We having
No, he said,
problem here?
no. We're good. Keep going.
All right.
You don't want to hit that X.
I was scared.
But yeah. So what a woman expect if she get somebody run up on her?
Yeah.
I mean, again, I think it's kind of quite natural that a man is going to be like, hold on, just kind of.
Yeah, hold on. What's going on here? What's going on right here? What you doing, bro? Chill out. Yeah, what's going on?
What's my bitch? She ain't supposed to be outside with you. She's supposed to be in the house with the bed, with the kids.
You can have her, fam.
Yeah, bro, I didn't know.
My bad, bro. My bad, King.
My bad, King.
My bad, King.
And then he proceeds to pull out, by him.
My bad, King.
I actually watched it. It's funny that you say that. I watched the video. It was a short on YouTube where a dude was like, if you see me out with your woman, believe me when I tell you that I did not know that she was your woman, and I don't want no smoke. You can have her. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, don't try to fight me because I ain't gonna fight you. Like you can have her.
That's why you just walk away. That's why you walk away. Now, if he keep approaching you,
That nigga lying.
what you mean?
You think he knew?
Yeah.
Hypothetically in that situation.
Be knowing, so you niggas don't be doing no investigative work. That's the problem.
But that's when you just walk away, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
You walk away, you going about your business. You don't disrespect nobody. Now, if he keep coming at you and all that stuff, handle your business, young man.
Yeah, tell his ass, all right, Joe. Cross this line if you want to.
Now, I'm walking to my car. Now, if you come to my car back with me, you asking for what you asking for.
Yeah, at that point, yeah.
Because if I walked all the way to my car, I ain't had no beef with you. I said, my bad, King. I ain't know that was your girl. And walked away. Now, from that point, I told you that, and I keep walking to my car. And you follow behind my car. You threatening me now.
Because I might not always have it on me, but I'm always have it in that car. You can keep that. You can keep that.
Like you think I'm just reaching in there and I got my back out to you. I'm just reaching in the car. I'm going to pull out some when I come back out.
If I gotta pull it out, then I'm gonna have to use it. So
That's a fact.
I'm trying to spare your life, man. Go ahead with her.
Cause hey, it's only one story being told. It's only one story being told.
So, I hear everything y'all saying. So, is that your answer to the question, right? Because the real question that I was asking was, what can a man expect from a woman that's she has to do?
Feminine.
Because
be feminine.
Okay,
That's about it. Yeah, I'm not
expecting her to do
expecting
nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting her to cook me no meal on the first day. I'm not expecting her to do nothing. All I'm expecting her to do is to be feminine from the jump, and that's what got drawn me to you in the first place. You being feminine.
Yeah.
That came out of nowhere, didn't it? Really?
no, yeah, it's been raining, but nobody had an answer. Nobody had an answer. Like I was thinking, bro. I was asking for a specific answer, and everybody was responding. That made the whole thing. That made everybody like jump up and like not jump up, but the crowd went wild, kind of thing.
Oh.
Everybody was talking at the same time, trying to but nobody had an answer.
But did you plug the podcast at the same time? You know what I'm saying?
No.
You take me out at the KNoWKi podcast.
I didn't want to do that.
Shit, why not?
Because
let me call one of these radio stations. All right, let me call one of these radio stations.
No, if the conversation got to that point, then I definitely would have.
You should have said, "Hey, my name is such and such. Spaces. I'm from the 1/3 of the KNoWKi podcast. And you catch conversation. You can catch.
You're
we answer questions like this every time on the KNoWKi podcast. Here go one for y'all.
That's okay.
I feel like
you're always out.
I get your point.
Yeah.
I get your point in that. And if I did that, then I think I would have been comfortable with that. But I didn't want to impose, because that to me sounds like somebody. If I'm going to do that, then I would want somebody to know beforehand.
You paid to get in there?
Yes.
All right, man. Hey, man, this ain't no free. Man.
Hey, man, look here. Don't people come up to you all the time and ask about their goddamn struggle rap CDs? Huh?
Struggle rap.
Struggle rap CDs. Don't people be coming to you talking about, could you buy my mixtape?
Oh.
Hey, could you look at my podcast? You get questions like this my name is Spaces. On 1/3 of the KNoWKi podcast. You catch us on all platforms. All major platforms. We answer questions like this all the time. I have one for you all today.
So at the end of the day, nobody
None
answered
answers.
anything.
See?
It just went wild.
There ain't no keys. See, we got answers for you though.
No, they have. Now, I love the conversation that they have on tonight's conversation. I absolutely love it. It is
Obviously,
good conversation.
Your question that you asked. Your question that you asked,
Yeah.
nobody answered.
No, nobody answered.
Okay.
I mean, they gave responses and they were good responses, but nobody. I'm looking for specific actions, specific roles, specific duties that they do, and nobody could answer. But y'all got anything else? Because I had another question that I wanted to ask.
Yeah, man.
You see, we had a question. We had an answer for you.
You got the
We have a good one too.
Yeah, you
Be
gave
effeminate from the jump. That's what you expect from men. That's what men expect from women from the jump. As soon as I meet you, be effeminate. That's all I ask, and it don't cost you nothing. As a woman, that don't cost you a dime.
at all.
Yeah, I'm with that.
I agree with that. I had my answer, which was that.
Okay. See,
But no-
that's why you part of the KNoWKi podcast. You told them you already knew.
Right. I was looking for the I was looking for an opportunity. So you know how they do it like 106 in Park. They play music and, well, actually that's a bad example. I'm not going to use that one. But they play music and in different points at this show. Sheesh.
That's right. It's a little backdrop, little music we got going on.
Yeah. That's our new expression. Our new
That's all that was.
But my next question that I wish I could have asked, now reflectively, I wish I did ask this one instead. Now, let me preface this. The majority of the crowd was women. Vast majority. Mm-hmm. It had to be like 15, 20 to 1.
What kind of numbers? No, I'm just
I'm saying, hey,
I'm just playing.
Atlanta number, right?
Yeah.
it's like 15 to 1, 15,
Okay.
20 to 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, this question I was going to ask on purpose to get everybody riled up. So, should a man be able to tell a woman what to do with her body?
I'm gonna
Let Margo
let Margo first.
What is this woman to you? Is this your wife? Is this your sister? What type of woman is this to you? Who is this woman to you? This your wife? We talking about wife? We're gonna just say wife?
Somebody significant to you, period. Somebody significant to you. It could be a close friend. It could be, wife is, I think, well, I guess we do need to speak on that because of the times we live in. But, somebody significant to you, friend, sister, wife, aunt, whatever the case.
It's a good question.
Okay. If it's detrimental to them or anything like that, I think you'll jump in if that's your sister, if that's your mother, if they're going under the knife for some stupid shit reason, it's like a BBL, you don't want them to do that, you can voice your opinion. But can you have like significant res like, no, you're not doing that? No, I don't think so. Now, wife, it comes a different story because y'all are one now. So now if she's going under the knife, like if you wanted to have more kids and she didn't, it's a conversation y'all gotta have. You gotta weigh the pros and cons. If she finna have some surgery or something to her body that can like fuck up y'all dynamic or y'all thing, y'all gotta have another thing. But to just flat out say you have control over someone, tell your wife or someone what to do with their body, no. But I think you have a strong opinion about it. And I think if you pick the right person to be in a relationship with, because I'm gonna go strictly on wife because I don't think that's the only one you get. But if you pick the right person that listens to you, she will listen to you, and she will listen to you because she knows she picked the right person that you would never do nothing or say nothing that's going to hurt her or harm her in any type of way. Mm-hmm. So she will listen to you when it comes down to her body. Because I know, can't speak for nobody else, but mine asks me questions like that. And it's just like simple things like, oh, should I do this or should I do that? Oh, I'm going to the doctor. They talking about I should do this and I shouldn't take these pills and all that. She asks questions like that, like what you think I should do, something like that. Am I saying, oh, it's the end all be all with me? No, I will ask her like how you feel and all that stuff. We'll have a conversation about it. But a woman that really trusts you, she will ask your opinion. She will ask you what should she do.
That's a great answer, bro. For real. That's a great answer. What you think?
I think he spoke eloquently about it. I don't have anything extra to add. Like, you know, it just is what it is. I like, for people that's not your wife, and I would specifically say wife, not even girlfriend, but everything else to me is just an opinion.
Yeah.
You know, and even with your wife, it could be an opinion. It's a strong opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's some things that, you know, if you do decide to go with it, then we're going to have to make some changes.
Right.
But, like, for everybody else, it's just like, you know, hey, I don't think that'd be good for you, but if you ask, you know, this is what I think about it.
But when it's your wife, right? Because we're going to go strictly on, like, some surgery type stuff. Like, she getting a BBL. I understand. I get that. But if she decides to go against your will to do it, right?
Yeah.
You still have to help take care of her because she's your wife. So if you're going against my grain, I can go against yours and be like, I'm not help take care of that shit because I told you not to do that.
You might want to get the paperwork started because at the end of the day, it's like,
but you get what I'm saying.
yeah,
You get what I'm
it's
saying.
like if
So I gotta help take care of you.
I say well, we're not finna go spend 75 or however the fuck this shit costs, $1,000, $10,000, $20,000.
If she getting a BBL for $1,000, I'm divorcing you anyway.
Well, I'm misspoke. But anyway,
$1,000?
I'm misspoke.
They just put dead body parts in your ass.
But even if she went to go get it for $20,000 or whatever, like, okay, who you doing that for?
Yes.
Who you doing that for?
Yes.
Like, let's legit go to the gym, spend some of that money on a trainer, or I can help you. You know what I'm saying? All you need is some squats. The Bronze is in there doing that day in and day out.
I got something you can squat on, boy.
All I'm saying is that
oh shit, man.
when it comes to your wife, you know, you may have a stronger opinion, but at the end of the day, like, these are, you know, individuals themselves. So, you know, I mean, for me, ain't nobody finna tell me what to do. That's just how I am. You can have a strong opinion about what I'm, you know, going to do, and that's fine. But ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do. Just I know. But if I am asking you, you know, what do you think about this? Then obviously,
I value your opinion.
Yeah, I value your opinion about. But if I'm not asking you about it, and I'm just gonna do it, you know, do it. Then it just is what it is.
There's not much I can really add after y'all. Like, y'all really covered everything about it. Every single thing.
Yeah, mom was
one of the things I just said what Sister J every day said.
It's right here. If a woman truly values Naps and Beauty, this sister every day. If a woman truly values her man ideals and morals, she would not come to him any kind of way.
For sure.
I don't disagree. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that? Not come to him in any way, any kind of way.
Yeah, because I wonder what is she talking about.
I think I know what she's talking about. I think she's saying have a certain level of respect in how she speaks to her man.
If I being that, you know, that's sister every day,
right?
I would think like something like a BBL, she should already know her man. Like,
oh my man, like going for
it. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't even run that. I know this person. I know this individual.
Because I didn't play with it. He said, "Don't do that shit."
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Look at that.
Okay. We get you sis every day.
Yeah, she should definitely know certain things that aren't acceptable. I think.
Right, just like, you know, dealing with your mom. You know, my mom ain't even gonna cheat.
She don't play that.
Your significant other, your wife, your girl, you know what I'm saying?
She's not going for that.
She's not gonna go for that.
Right.
She's talking about sister wives. She's not gonna go for that.
She not in her DNA. All right.
Yeah.
You thought you was gonna have half. Now you're gonna have 75%. And I'm the 75% that's gonna have that point. You got 25.
Sheesh. So, can a man tell a woman what to do with her body? You guys, I really can't add more. If she respects his opinion about how she carries herself to the public, how she carries herself around the house, around the kids, then yes, I think he should. Because men are the more logical thinkers, generally speaking.
Okay. I'm glad you said generous. I'm glad you put that in.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, hold on. There's some idiotic men out here. Motherfuckers, don't follow him, sis. That nigga fucked up. For real.
I would agree with what you're saying, too. But if I were to change a little bit, excuse me, can a man tell a woman what to do with her body? No. But the man.
Oh, the man. Yeah, that man.
We know who the man is.
Yeah.
You know, the man said, yeah and nay, and it is what it is.
Oh, that's a dude. You got the fire emoji, clap hands.
If you know who the man is, then, you know, and that's what make the rules ultimately. So,
shit, sometimes he tell us what the fuck to do.
yeah.
What you talking about?
We can't even say certain shit, goddammit. So,
yeah, since the man got it, we
that's
can't
the
be
man. Not a man, but that's the man.
Yeah. We used to be able to give us discipline. Now we can't do that no more.
Yeah. That's the man.
Yeah. The man said no.
Whew, sheesh.
Hey, boy, that's the name of this pod. Not hey man, but the man. That's the name of this pod.
I was hoping you wouldn't catch it. I was hoping you wouldn't catch it because I was going to do that.
Yeah. That's the name of this pod right here.
So what, you know what, and okay. So should a man be able to tell a woman what to do with her body? And now when I'm thinking about, the reason I pose that question, because I know typically when women get around other women, they you know, crowd together, especially when it's against men, right? It's a group thing, group effort, which, whatever, that's how a lot of them do, whatever. I expected the response to that to be, no, man shouldn't tell a woman what to do with her body. No, whatever, right? I was then going to ask a follow-up question. Should a woman be able to tell a man what to do with his body?
I already expressed that. But I mean, I wouldn't do anything. Like I said, let's talk about getting snipped. Right, that's a major thing. You know,
You have to discuss that.
Well, I wouldn't discuss that. Like, if it wasn't no more kids in the plan or whatever. Hey, you know what? I'm thinking about getting snipped. What you think about it?
Yeah.
Simple arithmetic. You know, to me, it wouldn't be that hard or something. Like, other than that, like, what else am I going to add to my body or take away from my body that's really...
But it's also,
like,
you the breadwinner, so you have to discuss that anyway because
I need to get these packs.
because we'll have to digress on a lot of things because I wouldn't be working as much as I would be neither if I go get something done or if I did something. So that's a major decision you'll have to discuss with your significant other too. Like, maybe you might have to start working a little bit more than what I'm working. Maybe I'll be working like you're working and you'll be working like I'm working. So you have to have that discussion too, because that's we're either a man or a woman. That's a dynamic changing in the family. It's all about family. You putting yourself to the side. Right. You're thinking about family now. That's the family thing.
So what situation are you using as an example of? Because I'm kind of, I understand what you're saying, but I'm kind of lost in what.
Oh, what would you have that? I don't really know. I just do stuff.
Okay, got
I
it.
don't have no thing. I guess if you're going to get some lipo like a woman, I mean, you're going to get some lipo or something, or you're going to get something that would cause you to, or something, or you're going to get some chisel, want to get your chest chiseled or something like that. I guess that type of thing.
I got to be having some bread just to be like, man.
But I go to the gym though. I've never been that type to like. I don't give a fuck how much money I got. I want to go do that shit myself. I want to look in the mirror to be like, I did that.
This is results of my hard work.
Yes, that's like people don't understand what that does to your mental when you did something.
Yes.
Even though you had help, you had a little bit of encouragement, it still was you. That was you who did that. Because I know.
I spent that 20,000 on this BBL. That's me that did that. I came up on that money. I did that.
It's just something. Because I know. Because was I one of the first ones that saw you when you got your CDs? I think no, I wasn't that.
I mean,
I saw you. You saw me after when we get through. But I know that moment when you going to get them and she giving you your final thing, you did that.
Yeah.
I understand we had help. I understand we helped each other out, but you still had to go take the test. I know you was way prouder than that than anything.
I mean, if I could have bought it, I would have did that too.
My bad, wrong person. My bad. Don't think that. My bad. I'm trying to have some shit. This nigga talking about you with power to. Trying to get some people good shit.
I'm down here grinding years and collecting the bracket. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's a beautiful saying.
Hey, look, I got a lick on.
I hit your. Hey, I got lick on the CDL.
Yeah.
And they two, cause you my homie. They 250.
Yeah.
That nigga ain't shit, bro. Shit. Hey, where they at? Mom, where they at? Where they at, Mom? Where they at, bro? Hey, man, I'm out here at the light.
Stole down there. I don't even know how to write. Man, just give me automatic, Joe.
Oh my God, man! Sister Jerry, they say 100. Oh shit!
He said if I could have bought it,
I would have bought that shit. Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. Save me all type of time. But
shit, I mean, I'm one of them people I get in because I taught myself how to float gears and so. I mean, that's not nothing they teach you like when they training you. They want you to double clutch, but I taught myself how to.
But he don't do
float
it
up
though. He don't do it though. He just taught himself one time and he did it.
No, I taught myself in my uncle's truck.
That's a fact.
Yeah, my uncle.
We don't do that in company shit.
No. I don't be floating no good.
Yeah,
my uncle, he got a truck.
Yeah.
And I learned how to float.
He told him what he can do.
Yeah, so I be doing that. My uncle truck.
Yeah.
so what it was kind of a trick question because I was gonna once people started answering that.
Yeah.
They said,
they're gonna get up in arms. Oh,
Get up.
Man can't
Yeah.
tell you what to have with your body. Yes, they can. If that's your man. Yeah. And that man told you not to have with your body. And you listen.
if he is,
Your ass going to
the
jail
man.
if you don't.
So I was then going to follow that up with okay. I don't really know what I think the general consensus answer would be to should a woman be able to tell a man what to do with his body. I think there would have been yeses because some people are just like that. Then some people would have been no. But I think I was going to follow that question up with if a man can't tell a woman what to do with her body, then a woman shouldn't be able to tell a man what to do with his. Mm-hmm. Right? So isn't telling the man what to do with his body expecting him to protect you?
Yeah, I knew you was coming back.
Isn't it a woman telling a man what to do with his body by expecting him, verbalizing, communicating, taking out the garbage? Isn't that them telling him what to do with his body?
Never. Damn. I mean, a woman gotta tell you to tell you. Like, where?
You have conversations about it. So, she's not specifically saying take out the garbage, but she's saying, like, I expect my man to take out the garbage. So, just in that communication.
I think, you know what? I think that's also like a characteristic thing about a person, though, too. Like, you should. Like, that's kind of character thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just being.
It's part of your morals.
Men just take out the garbage, man. Like, me, I got a son. He take out the garbage. Like, he not.
I got one too.
Go take out the garbage. So. But that's always just. But I get you. Like, especially if we talking about again, we harken back to the first date that you met this person for 1 second, and then your mindset is already like,
I gotta protect him.
He better protect me.
Right.
Like what?
Is that not a thing?
I just felt.
Well, yeah, it is, but I think they're being like superficial. Like, I just don't think
they're not being realistic.
Yeah, it's not realistic, bro. This.
So y'all don't think from the time of meeting up that a woman has that expectation of a man protecting her?
I look at it
from
like
the
this.
start.
If I ain't come get you and you ain't get in my car, I don't gotta protect you. If you drove the bus here, you got it on your own, don't you? Safely?
Oh, you independent, huh?
Yeah, you independent.
Look, I think personally, I think there should be a level of protection. You know what I mean? Like, okay, we talking. Obviously, I invited you out, right? So there is a level of protection there, right?
Yeah.
However, there are other things and caveats. Like, again, if somebody came up and smacked the shit out you or stole it off you as a woman, I think you clearly know who this motherfucker is. Like, this isn't just some random person doing it.
It can't be a mistaken identity.
Most acts aren't just random like that. You know,
I'll give
are
you
there
that.
random acts? Yes, that happens, but most acts aren't random like that. Again, if a man had the ball and the gall to come up and smack the shit out you in front of me, I mean, I'm not no little dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't walk around looking
He
like no
kill people.
bitch.
He do shit like
That's
that.
what I'm saying. This nigga he clearly like 6'5", you know what I'm saying? 300 pounds. Like, oh, okay, I see. Hey, you got that one played. You know what I'm saying?
That's a big motherfucker.
That's a big
man.
one. But in general, like,
Shut up, people.
I couldn't see just some regular, you know, like we say, skinny jean wearing, purse wearing nigga.
But I look at it like this too. Ain't no regular guy that got common sense walking around just stopping shouting at people. Cause you gotta be a off motherfucker to just be walking around stuff. Cause you don't know what nobody got on them.
Who with who?
And you don't care about life if you just doing it.
Even these bars, they up the bang on you. They up there on you quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that I'm not. Yeah, you right about that. That's either you know that guy or this guy's really crazy.
Matter of fact, I do expect her to protect me. They be having bangers and purses and everything. Like these.
I'm sure they're trying to get mine to get hers too.
Hey, to that regard, can we talk about that a little bit? Talk about that a little bit. So you said that you do expect her. Like, I mean, you were joking in that, but
Yeah, but shit, these days. If you got a bag on you, shit, you just gonna let them hit me like
right, you just gonna see. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
You
saying.
don't just let him hit me like
You gonna
that.
let him hit me like that?
What you gonna do?
You got the banger?
What you gonna do?
Because if it was me, you expect the same thing. You got a banger. Now, if I didn't know you had a banger, but we didn't talk for months and Sundays. Yeah, I always keep my banger.
Yeah, I go to the range
You know,
every week.
Every week, okay. I'm sure she
Don't
got
play
it
with
right.
me. Don't play with me.
Don't play with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Now
saying?
he playing with us. Now you ain't gonna do nothing.
Period. Period. You know what I'm saying? All that stupid shit. So I'm in. I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't even go out with her on the days she talking about period.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a turn out too.
Nelson Beauty said, should women have the responsibility to defend themselves instead of expecting someone else to help? Have the responsibility to defend themselves?
I'm assuming she's saying meaning like instead of you thinking that the man's gonna
Defend you. You should be able to defend
the
yourself.
responsibility is the onus is on you.
Right, I was getting that. I was just making sure I was looking at it right.
I think so. I think so. Yes. Yeah. I think everybody should be able to defend
We
themselves.
can tag team to beat this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's a fact. Especially
Especially
if
if
you
he's
got one.
6'5", 300.
Damn, she's 6'5", 300.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what? I went for the whoa.
She's a big bitch.
Whoa.
What the mama said Friday? That's a big one.
Whoa. She's 6'5", 350.
You done added more feet. You done added 50.
She a goddamn offensive lineman.
Yeah. Big bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Should women have responsibility? Yes, you should be able to defend yourself.
Yeah, facts. And that's what I think when it comes down to your father, to the men in your family, should teach you how to defend yourself. That's a fact.
Again, that's you pulling that bang out.
Yeah, because in any other situation, right? And this is, I'm glad this popped up in my head. In any other situation, people.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I'm trying not to do it,
Don't
man. I'm
do
trying
it,
not to do
man.
it.
They already think you don't like them anyway. Go ahead.
Right.
You know, it's already there. Shit. So what? Fuck it. They already thinking.
Hey, boy, like Kanye says, up.
Yeah. It's whatever.
Any other situation, you don't need nobody else, right?
It's a fact.
Any other situation, you're looking for
independent.
bragging rights
You independent.
to make yourself feel good about doing certain things, accomplishing certain things, even if you whatever goal you're trying to accomplish would be faster if you just ask for help. Any other time you're independent, you don't need nobody else. So why, in this situation, do you expect other people to help you? So, but that's a great question, Napson Beauty.
You independent. Get your independent ass over there, defend me.
Defend me.
Get your independent ass over there, defend me.
That's your nigga. Like, I didn't know you was dating the offensive line. Fuck out of here.
He said she's 6'5", 350.
No,
The
not-
dude.
The dude?
The dude is. I was going off of what he said.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the raw man.
Yeah, I would never date no 6'5", 350.
Yeah, that ain't me.
Not no way possible.
First of all.
So, y'all didn't. No, what you were saying, because I want to. So, the situation that we like to use when it comes to protection and provision is somebody sneaking in the house at night, right? Mm-hmm. So typically in that situation, the man goes and sees about it or whatever, right? Now, question, because I was having this conversation with somebody, I forget who exactly, but the person was saying, I'm cool with we're going out and checking to see what that sound is.
Who said that?
It was a dude who said that.
Oh, I thought you said that. See, I'm getting confused again.
Okay, my
I
bad.
thought it was 6'5", 300.
No. She better.
The second part is podcast. She better. That's the next part of the podcast. She better. Oh, shit. She better.
6'5", 300.
You protect me. I don't protect you. 6'5".
I'm with you for protection.
That's what I'm with you for. My bad. Okay, go ahead. Oh, shit.
So, it's a dude that I was talking to, and he said, I'm fine with being the first person to go down and see what the sound is about, but I am not okay with my woman sitting there waiting for something to pop off. He said he wants his wife behind him with the banger as well.
Yeah, go grab the banger. Shit. I mean, look.
Oh, no. That's him.
All hands.
That's him. But I would prefer her go gather the kids up. Because y'all got to have an escape plan to get up out of here. That's what I would want.
And we had all hands on deck, though. We can neutralize this.
That's true.
The motherfucker taking me down, right? And it's just me.
Yeah, that's true.
You didn't dumped off with the kids. I ain't so bad for y'all. But if we got 245, ain't that you owe?
Plus the son. Plus the son with the 9.
That's a 26.
Okay. All right, here. We your baby in the with the 22.
Yep. And then the little nigga, you know what I'm saying, with the rocket line.
That's a fact.
I'm just saying, you got the whole family on board.
Right.
You ain't finna like, oh my bad, that was the wrong house.
Hey, my bad. I tripped and fell and stuff up there. My bad. I did not mean to come
Yeah, that had been with you.
Yeah, I didn't mean to
Tripping and falling your ass back on the street.
That's true. You're right on that one.
I'm just saying, like, if, you know, or at the very least, he's like, I'm finna go check to see what it is. Hey, you go grab the, you know, I got the shotgun. Boom, you go grab whatever, little handgun or whatever it is. You see what I'm saying? Versus the kid, we ain't gotta wake them up.
Yeah. And we got suppressors on everything.
So every time I've seen it look like the white folks in the country, it be the whole family. You know what I'm saying? The mama, she be having a shotgun.
We got a baby on her back and a motherfucker
And we finna turn y'all into nigga back.
We finna turn y'all into some nigga pies.
She ain't hesitating nothing about it. Like shit.
So, there was this movie called Don't Breathe. Y'all remember that?
Don't breathe.
It was a military vet that was blind, and people broke in his house, and the only way he could see.
The kids broke into his house, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This was based off a true story.
Was it?
Yes. Yes, it was based off a true story, mother. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Damn, I got
That's interesting. I think you would like that.
Yeah, like set up couches and
Don't Breathe.
Don't breathe.
So
I knew it from the true story, and then I learned that it was a movie.
Yeah. But shit, we had another one. Remember the one I told you? You said it was kind of a true story. The cocaine guy.
Oh yeah, cocaine. Yeah, this based off.
Bro, that shit good. Space.
what?
Cocaine guy. That shit good. I didn't expect it to be that good.
What? That's a movie?
Yeah, cocaine guy.
Oh, I never heard of it.
We can get back to the conversation, but I just want to share this part. Right, it come on, and my girl was like, when the first part come on, the bell did. You know, he got somebody. He like took their leg or something. And my girl was like, I thought you said this was supposed to be funny.
Yeah, it's funny to you. It was funny to you.
That nigga warned it. That nigga warned me, bro. He got that warning sense of humor.
Because the simple fact of it is, it's always one person, right?
Yeah.
The man minding his business. Doing all this stuff, you know you on cocaine.
Yeah.
He minding his business.
Yeah.
And y'all taking pictures telling me we ain't got to worry about nothing. And then the dude, I'm going to tell the whole story because y'all can probably watch it. But I'll wait till y'all watch it. But the shit, I will go see the shit again. I want to see the shit again.
So I was using Don't Breathe because
Okay.
there's a second movie to it. And
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
yeah,
I'm gonna watch the original.
the original, it was fire. It was great.
Cause they were teenagers, right? They brought them to the crib.
Yeah.
And I think they ended up charging the guy with like first degree murder for real. Even though he was blind, it was like certain things like after he neutralized the threat,
Oh, he like kind of kept going. Did some
Yeah,
more
He's
stuff.
overboard. He's overboard.
Say, yeah, I got your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so he's overboard.
Oh man, I need to tell me. I need to know the name of that book.
Oh, no.
No space on the true story. You didn't say
Yeah, no,
that.
it was. I had heard it was based on the true story. It was something on YouTube, and it was like movies based on the true story. And they were going into this guy's.
man,
yeah.
That's
I didn't even know about the movie. I forgot all about that. But
Yeah.
now that you said it.
But in Don't Breathe 2, I can't quite remember if it was his daughter or if it's like somebody that was like, in what is it? When the like a child that he just saw on the street and he took care of. I couldn't
Orphan,
remember.
like-
Orphan. I wanted to use the word orphan, but so basically, to your point about like we can. That's a 26, right? Having the kids get in on it. He trained her on what to do if there are intruders in the house. So while there are intruders in the house, these people came in. I don't know. I can't remember if they targeted his house or if it just happened to whatever.
Random.
But like while they were doing certain things in the house, the little girl was doing certain things to avoid them, and he trained her on all of that. And I was actually amazed at that because watch the movie.
What is it called again?
Don't Breathe.
Don't Breathe. Okay. It's based on Netflix, I know.
I don't know. I'll check it out. But I just remembered what I did on Thursday, and I couldn't wait to tell y'all about it.
Okay.
You ever heard of Sandbox? Virtual reality?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over?
Yes. I did that, bro.
How was it?
Oh, my.
Were you fully immersed?
Yes, bro.
Scary? Almost to a degree.
Well, they have different themes. So the thing that I went with was basically like an alien invasion, but they had like a couple zombie themes or something
You,
like that.
Dressed up as Will Smith.
Oh, Men in Black? Yeah, no. But it was actually fully immersive, bro. They put the glasses on your face, and they have a whole theme. Yes, that's it. They have a whole theme about it, and like it's full 360 immersiveness, if that's the word that I need to use. So, like you got stuff going on in front of you, and it looks like you're there. You got stuff going on behind you. It looks like that's. I was literally feeling like, because we're the one with the alien invasion, we were on like a platform that went up and went down and all that stuff. I literally felt like if I step too far, I'm gonna fall off of this platform. This imaginary platform. No, I would have ran into a wall. I would have ran into a wall.
Oh, man.
But no, that's definitely something y'all gotta check out for real.
Oh, man. Shit like that scary.
What?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, it does. Because I feel like eventually it'll get to a point where that's what they want.
Yeah.
For people, all day spending into these virtual reality, like if you could be in Grand Theft Auto all day and
Hell no, I'm cool.
I'm just saying, like think about it. Like of course people go to work and then they come home and just stick these glasses on and then they're into their own world. Or you can be in Call of Duty, running around like a real soldier.
Yeah.
Like, I'm cool. Like I love life. I mean, I understand that's fun for certain people. They like to see the progression of video games, I guess. But I'm just like I'm one of those people. When it comes to technology, I take it slow but sure.
Yeah, I don't. I understand your sentiment in that because this looked real. Well, for what they can do, for what it stands right now in virtual reality.
Some shit, you know what I'm saying? It's not for the public.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Actually, real life, or
Training similar type shit.
yeah,
real life
simulations.
type
Like
shit.
I know they got
Shit,
some.
that's real type shit.
I mean, think about it. That's how a lot of pilots, you got to take a lot of virtual and simulations. You got to have hours and hours of simulation. So, I mean, they really got it, that type of stuff out there.
Yeah, man. That's. I think we're at a good stopping point for today.
I'm cool with it.
You got anything else you want to chop up real quick?
Real quick, man. I wanted to make an addendum to what I had said about respected roots. So what I thought was what balm.
Yeah.
It's actually conditioner. So I said they didn't make conditioner. So I'm used to conditioner kind of being like creamy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is like, I don't know, paste. Not really paste, but you know what I'm saying? You can kind of, it turns into oil or whatever. But, so I do want to, make, because I was looking, and I was like, man, this isn't balm. This is, it says conditioner right now.
Oh, you talking about the coming the twist thing? Yeah, it is conditioning.
Yeah, but like I said, I didn't, well, I just wanted to, just correct that.
Right. Oh yeah, beard conditioner. Yeah. Beard
Well,
conditioner. Beard conditioner.
But did they have the wash? I missed it. They got body wash, beard wash.
Yeah, man. So y'all got anything for Mesh? That you wanna?
Did you ever need this one?
Meshington? No, I don't have anything for Mesh, man. Y'all take it easy. You have a great week. We just gonna keep it like that. Take it
All right,
easy.
we'll do a simple one, man.
Okay, go
Just
ahead. 'Cause I was gonna get real simple.
yeah. Just thank God for your travels. It's not thanking God for that is major, but just thank Him from getting you from point A to point B every day, back from home to your job, back and forth from home to your job. We don't say it enough. You don't think it enough, or whatever. What not like that. But just thank God every day. You don't have to always ask God for things. Just thank God for getting you safe travels from home to work and back home. That's it.
Don't ask
Just
God what you can do, what He can do for you. Ask what you can do for God. There you go. That's like what they say with the government. Don't ask your government what you can do for them.
Yeah.
Or what it can do for you.
Go check out the No Absolutes podcast. That's what with Will Hill. They had great and fun conversation over there as well. This has been another edition of the KNoWKi podcast. Wear your crown, build your legacy, Kings. It's your man Spaces.
Every day.
Hey man, this your boy Mal, me and the John.